My end of day summary comes to you today from rainy Wellington. It's actually quite enjoyable driving in the rain. I enjoy going along in the rain, seeing a bit of lightning flashing around. It just makes it a bit different, more interesting, but also you think about all the rain that we need still desperately falling out there across the land, and that's really important. My day started off today in Junee, which does sound like a strange place to start my campaigning, given the fact that Junee is not in the electorate. But for those who saw some of my activities from yesterday, they would know that I was down in that part of the world. I went down initially to see Dr. Joe McGurr, the new independent member for Wagga Wagga, and caught up with him, had a great discussion there. Then went down to Albury and caught up with Kevin Mack, the Mayor of Albury, who's also the Evo Cities Chair, and had a great discussion around Evo Cities and what it can continue to do. I then stayed in Junee, mainly because the motel I was staying at had a charging point, so I could charge my car. And this morning I drove across to Bathurst. I sit on a diocesan finance council, so it's not directly related to the campaign as such, but it has been an opportunity over many years now to represent the diocese and make sure that the finances for the diocese is in good order. The committee that we sit around, it's not just me obviously, we sit around with Bishop Michael and basically just look at the finances for the diocese. So we finished that, had lunch there, and then I came across to Kerrs Creek, got to some people around Kerrs Creek, and really the issues for people there were around roads, and not unusual in some of those localities that you do go to where roads aren't great. And then I went through to Mumble, caught up with one particular person there, wanted to look at some of the sewage around Mumble. Again, it's a council issue, but I think a good state member is still across all issues. And then I had a meeting with the Mumble District Progress Association. So a number of people came along, we talked about a range of issues, probably the main issues there, 24-hour policing, roads, and health to a lesser extent, but still an important issue there. So again, an interesting day, not all totally campaign related. There was some components of it, as I said, that meeting in Bathurst was just outside campaign issues as in direct involvement there. But still, it's always about learning, it's always about seeing what people need, and it's really enjoyable just getting out there and talking to people and finding out about what's important to people, because I want to be able to represent people in the most effective way if I make it to Parliament next year, and communicating with people, talking to people is critical to that. Another busy day tomorrow, CSU graduation in the morning. I've got a meeting with the Mayor of WA Regional Council and the CEO from WA Regional Council tomorrow, just to talk about what's required from their perspective. And then Friday we've got the campaign office opening at the Narromine office, which will be very exciting out there. This has been Mathew Dickerson, your independent voice.